What I heard was a continuation of the same rhetoric, the same endorsement of political violence that we've seen from Donald Trump for years, as you pointed out. It goes even farther back.
We are all desensitized and inured to the extraordinary, remarkable, and very, at times, un-American and threatening things that the former president is saying.
We can't take him, look at what he's saying and think, oh, well, we're going to be accurate for this. We're going to say he was referring to the auto industry.
What the heck did the president say? Well, some important context was left out of that discussion. Here's what the former president actually said.
Let me tell you something to China. If you're listening, President Xi, and you and I are friends, but he understands the way I deal, those big monster car manufacturing plants that you're building in Mexico right now, and you think you're going to get that, you're going to not hire Americans, and you're going to sell the cars to us. No, we're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole, that's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country.
Joe Concha is a Fox News contributor, and he joins me now. Joe, the president was talking about an economic bloodbath if China controls the auto industry, but all of these major publications reported this like he was predicting anarchy if he loses the presidential election. Do you think that we'll get an editor's note or a headline correction when it comes to this?
We'll see the Jets win a Super Bowl before that happens, Carly. Apologies to all Jet fans out there. But sorry to all the activists posing as journalists. The playing field has been leveled, and you can't get away with this nonsense any longer. The context is beyond apparent. We just played the tape. Trump was talking about the auto industry, electric vehicle push by Joe Biden and China, obviously, and their role with electric vehicles as far as batteries. And he was talking about an economic bloodbath. Again, we just played the tape. Yet many in traditional media push this narrative all in lockstep anyway. But the good news is that that playing field, it used to be just Fox News versus the world, it seemed, but now social media has come to the rescue, and particularly Elon Musk. MSNBC's Joe Scarborough, Carly, he had to delete his bloodbath tweet after being called out by Musk. Musk's tweet was seen by 53 million people. So I think that's slightly more than the number of people that watch MSNBC. I'm being sarcastic. Scarborough, though, to your point, is yet to apologize on X for his false claim. I doubt he'll do it on his show. The Biden-Harris campaign also issuing a statement about the bloodbath comment, all knowing it was a lie in all caps. They went ahead and did it anyway, because when your campaign is vastly underwater on almost every major issue, this level of dishonesty is what you have to resort to. So from the New York Times to Politico, NBC News, you showed the headlines before, all pushed this lie. And if you look at the dictionary, bloodbath can be defined either as a great slaughter or B, an economic disaster. But the Babylon Bee, they had the best headline. And obviously, that's a satirical site, but here's probably the best one out there. Quote, media reports Trump threatened nuclear war after he says, this guacamole is the bomb. And they show Trump eating guacamole. So that's how silly this is. And it's backfiring already. And they all know it because they can't control the narrative anymore. Carly.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go to another headline. Reporting from NBC News, the headline is behind the scenes. Biden has grown angry and anxious about his re-election effort. And the first paragraph of it says President Biden was seething in a private meeting at the White House in January. Allies of the president had just told him that poll numbers in Michigan and Georgia have dropped. He said he shouted and swore, a lawmaker familiar with the meeting said. So this article shows that he's seriously frustrated. It also gives some indication about how the president is going to handle the war in Gaza. What do you think about this reporting, Joe?
I think, Carly, this was spoon-fed NBC News by the Biden campaign to show that Joe Biden is engaged and he's angry and he really wants to win. So he's seething. OK, well, let's see him seethe during a press conference sometime, which he hasn't held anything that resembles a primetime press conference literally in years. So until I see that in public, I don't believe it's happening in private, Carly.
Well, that's very interesting. A headline that could be perceived as negative, you actually think was spoon-fed to show President Biden in action. He is going to have to act because his approval number is at 38% right now. That is low, as they say. Joe, thank you so much. Have a great day. Fox and Friends starts right now.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.